Welcome to Just Curious Media. This is Let's Talk Movies, and I'm Jason Connell. On the show today, I'm talking about Barbie 2023 teaser trailer. Just watched. I gotta say, I'm shocked I'm talking about a movie about Barbie. Yes, the Mattel figure, toy, on Let's Talk Movies. But please bear with me and let me explain. When I found out there was a movie about this coming out, it's not until this summer, I thought, okay, all right, whatever. And then I saw this teaser trailer and realized who was making this movie. Now I'm impressed. Even if I don't love the movie, because I have no idea, all I've seen is a teaser trailer, I love the team putting this together, and I love the cast. So I'm going to give it a chance. I'm actually going to see it, and I'll judge then. But this trailer, phenomenal, I have to say. Now, this movie does not come out until July 21st, 2023. It's a ways away. There'll be a lot more promotions. Trust me on that. The synopsis for Barbie is this. To live in Barbie Land is to be a perfect being in a perfect place. Unless you have a full-on existential crisis or you're a kin. All right, so it's not taking itself too serious. I like that. It's also live action because you'll know in the trailer when I show it to you, if you haven't seen it already, the teaser trailer that is. But this trailer is such an homage to one of my favorite movies of all time, 2001, A Space Odyssey, Stanley Kubrick's masterpiece. So I'm going to play the trailer and then we'll delve into a little bit more that I know and who put this thing together. And again, we'll have to come back much later on when I see it this summer or in the fall. Okay, bear with me.
Since the beginning of time, since the first little girl ever existed, there have been dolls. But the dolls were always and forever baby dolls. Until...
Wow. Let me turn this off real fast. Oh, and here's the poster. Well, that was narrated by none other than Helen Mirren. Incredible actress. Her accolades go on forever. The Queen, of course. So many movies. Great get on her being in the trailer, and I believe she'll be in the movie too. But you saw some names there, and I'm going to give you a quick breakdown on things, and I kind of have a connection to one of the big people involved. Well, it's very minor. So, the director is Greta Gerwig. Yeah, and that's who I'm connected to. We met, this is not much of a connection, but we met at the Maryland Film Festival way back when my first film, documentary, Strictly Background, was playing. Must have been 2007, and while I was there, she had 4 movies that she was acting in. And I was like, oh my gosh, who is this actress? She's in everything. And we met at a coffee shop in between screenings, and I introduced myself, and she knew me from my movie. And I thought, wow, that's crazy. You're like in every movie here. And now look, not only is she acting, she's directing, and she's quite accomplished writing. So to that point, Greta Gerwig has been Oscar nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay for Little Women, 2020, Oscar nominated for Best Original Screenplay and Best Director for Lady Bird, 2018. I absolutely loved Lady Bird. I saw it 2 times in the theater, and one of those times was at the ArcLight Theater, and Greta was there for a Q&A afterwards. So that was very, very cool. And so, yes, quite accomplished, I might say. One might say. She's also an actress in movies like Jackie, Frances Ha, Greenberg, and more on those last 2 in just 1 second. Now, hang on, I'm going to bring up this quick note. And, oh yes, Natalie Portman, who was in Jackie, of course, was the moderator that night that Lady Bird screening I went to at ArcLight. So, very, very cool. Now, she also co-wrote it with Noah Baumbach. Wow, who is he, you might ask? You shouldn't ask me that because he's also very well accomplished and married to Greta Gerwig. So his ex, just, for those insiders, Jennifer Jason Leigh, they were married for quite some time. I believe they have kids, or at least a child. He also worked with Wes Anderson quite a bit, and great pairing there. But now he's doing things, and him and Greta are doing things. Now, Noah has been Oscar nominated for Best Picture and Best Original Screenplay for Marriage Story, 2020, great movie, and Best Original Screenplay for The Squid and the Whale, 2006. I loved that movie. Saw it in the theater way back when. And as a writer-director in his own right, did beyond those other movies, Frances Ha, which starred Greta Gerwig, Greenberg, also starred Greta Gerwig, and Kicking and Screaming. Now, that one came out way back when. I was still in college, and I got it on VHS. No fanfare about it. Put it in. Couldn't stop watching it. Watch it over and over. Had friends watch it with me. It's such a fun movie, coming-of-age movie for these 20-year-olds who are just out of college. And the college they film at in the movie is Occidental College in Eagle Rock, Los Angeles, California. I used to live 1 mile from the campus and would walk my dog Brody and years later my dog Nico on the campus. It's beautiful, liberal arts school. Obama went there for a year or 2 way back when. So shout out there. Always felt a connection. I've always loved Noah Baumbach's work. And I'm happy that they're involved with Barbie. So, skipped ahead there. So that's super exciting to me as a total film nerd. Now, the cast, as you may have seen on the poster here, 2 big wigs as well. Margot Robbie plays Barbie, or a Barbie. I'm learning that there's lots of Barbies in this movie, but she's got to be the lead. She's in movies like Babylon, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, a masterpiece, I, Tonya, The Wolf of Wall Street. And I remember her way back when in a TV show called Pan Am. And I was like, who's that girl? Well, now look, she's huge. And of course, Ryan Gosling. Ken. Go figure. Also, lots of Kens in the movie. La La Land, The Place Beyond the Pines. Love it. Drive, one of the best. And of course, most women recognize him from The Notebook. And I should say men too. Okay, I was a latecomer to The Notebook, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Of course, Helen Mirren. And I even saw that Will Ferrell is the Mattel CEO in the movie, so he brings more comic relief to everything. And I'm sure that will be a nice touch here. So I don't know much more. I loved the trailer, the teaser trailer. 2001, the great score, and of course, when Barbie's in the 2001 trailer, or in the movie, I should say, when apes discover bones, and bones can, bash in other apes' brains, and it can lead to just, a shift in how they live their lives, and all of a sudden there's dominance, and they can kill, essentially. Well, in this trailer, once they discover a Barbie, all of their old toys or baby dolls and things are nothing to them anymore, and they're beating them in the ground, which is great. And then one of the girls throws her doll in the air, and much like in 2001, it's a bone that flies in the air and then becomes a spaceship in the story. goes on from there. So really nice touch there. I'll have to watch another trailer, an actual trailer, and see what that looks like. But anyway, so I can't speak to the movie other than you've piqued my interest. And I didn't think that was possible about a movie based on Barbie. There you have it. So without further ado, please enjoy Barbie. Thank you so much for listening, and please be sure to try that again. Thank you so much for listening, and please be sure to subscribe to the Let's Talk Movies podcast and the Let's Talk Movies YouTube live channel. You can also really help us by giving the show a 5-star rating on Apple Podcast. And for all you listeners that enjoy sharing your thoughts, you can leave us a review on Apple Podcast, send us a direct message, or post a comment on any Let's Talk Movies social media platform. We also highly recommend checking out our other podcast and visiting justcuriousmedia.com. Boom.